Solve the equation. Here we go on part 4 of the 3B review for Algebra 2. Solve the equation, 2x squared plus 3x minus 5. Hey, finally equals 4. They finally asking y'all to do something that you're capable of doing, right? Look, we can't solve this when we got 4 over here.
Add 5.
No, we're going to subtract the 4. We're going to get it equals 0 first. So we're going to subtract the 4 from both sides. And we're going to get 2x squared plus 3x minus 9 equals 0. And now, you got choices on how you proceed. But whenever I see this, I'm going to our old friend, the quadratic formula that we should all know. This is one of those essential knowledge things. Everybody ought to know this. Goodness, they get into the yoga or something on the peace music. I don't know what's going on here.
Wait, can you not do two numbers multiplied together and make...
You can. You can do that, and if you prefer that, that's fine too. You can factor that, okay? But they may not always factor. So if they don't factor, you can always use a quadratic formula. You over there?
Is there two numbers that multiply together and make negative 9, add together and make 3?
Negative 18, because 2 times negative 9. You got to consider that. The two numbers that multiply together make negative 18.
A, B, C.
Yeah, so yes, you can do this. So what is A here? What's B? And what's C?
Negative 9.
And so we plug those in. And we get the opposite of B is negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 3 squared is 9 minus 4 times 2 times negative 9. And that's all over 2 times 2. A is 2. You can take your calculator and simplify what's inside the parentheses.
I don't think there's two numbers that multiply together and make 18, add together and make 3.
6 and 3. Yep.
It's positive 3.
So it's positive 6 and negative 3.
Okay.
Yep.
Coach Allison,
Yes.
can we put the quadratic formula on the board for the test?
Y'all can memorize the quadratic.
Don't remember that.
You can remember it.
What's in the parentheses?
Negative 3 plus or minus, that's a 2 and a negative 9. When you multiply all that together, you get 81 under here. And that's over 4. And y'all know what 81, square root of 81 is.
9.
It's 9. So this is negative 3 plus or minus 9 over 4. And that means there's two solutions. X equals negative 3 plus 9 over 4. And x equals negative 3 minus 9 over 4. Negative 3 plus 9 is 6. And that simplifies to 3 over 2, or 1.5. And negative 3 minus 9 is negative 12 over 4, and that becomes negative 3. So your two solutions are x equals 3 halves and x equals negative 3. So now we can solve all these.
Yeah, how are you about to do 5 of them in that one limit?
Well, you don't have to do them all the same way. Look at number C. You can do that the same way we did before. And the first two of these factor really easily. The last two are the only ones that you really don't get to do much with besides the quadratic formula. On part A, you're looking for two numbers that multiply make 1 and add to make negative 2. What two numbers multiply make positive 1 and add to make negative 2? That's right, remember? Negative 1 and negative 1. So that means this becomes x minus 1 times x minus 1. What do we do with those factors? Set them equals 0. You get x minus 1 equals 0. X minus 1 equals 0. When you solve that, what do you get? X equals just 1, right? And since they're both the same, we can just say that's it. Over here, you're looking for two numbers to multiply to make negative 9 and add to make positive 8. What two numbers multiply to make negative 9 and add to make positive 8? What two numbers multiply to make negative 9 and add to make positive 8?
I don't know, my brain's fried.
Would it be
So that means this becomes x minus 1 times x plus 9. And we set them equal 0 solve. X minus 1 equals 0. X plus 9 equals 0. What's x here? What's x here?
Sorry, I cannot read that. Is it just one?
And what's x here?
9.
Those are your solutions. We did something like this a little while ago. How you solve this one? Take the square root of both sides. You get x equals plus or minus the square root of negative 15. We don't leave the square root of negative 15. What do we do? X. I'm gonna put this. I square roots of 15, right? Painless stuff, y'all. Hey, let's go ahead and do the quadratic formula again because we like it so much. For part D, we got the quadratic formula. The more you write it down, the more you'll remember it. If you write it down 47 times tonight, you'll probably remember it tomorrow, right? What's A? What's A? What's B? What's C? This is painless, y'all. We just plug it in. So this is going to be the opposite of B. That's going to be positive 2. Plus or minus the square root of B squared. Negative 2 squared is positive 4. Minus 4 times 7 times negative 5. All over 2 times 7. Type what's in here in your calculator so you don't mess it up. That's going to be 144. Whoops. 2 plus or minus square root of 144 over 14. Y'all should know what the square root of 144 is, but you might not. But you can type in your calculator. It's 12, isn't it? So it becomes 2 plus or minus 12 over 14. So that means x equals 2 plus 12 over 14. X equals 2 minus 12 over 14. 2 plus 12 is 14. So here x equals 1. 2 minus 12 is negative 10. That reduces to negative 5 over 7. So x equals 1, x equals negative 5 over 7. And those are your solutions. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this last one just because I'm going to do E here. X equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. A equals 1, b equals 6, c equals negative 4. We're going to plug them in.
Look at my grade.
Negative 6 plus or minus square root. I thought I did that. Minus 4 times 1 times negative 4. All over 2 times 1.
Thank you, Coach Allison.
You're welcome.
It's called imaginary numbers.
Plus or minus. I'll look at it.
Same.
Yeah, see everyone.
Same.
See you, Coach Allison.
All right. Y'all have a good day. Square root of 52 over 2. X equals. Bye-bye. Y'all have a good day. Let's call it good. And that's good for that one.